Alright, so we're back with Persona 3, and we're going to be doing the speed door today. The speed door is a little different in the fact that we're in a 1v1, and it's generally like Pokemon. If you ever played against the chameleon-esque Pokemon character in the game, then you'll understand how this generally works. Whatever attack this Shadow just used is going to be its typing. So if it uses God Hand, then it'll be weak to Pierce attacks because it's Strike. So the idea is then to go ahead and strike that weakness and go ahead and heal yourself. Because you are your only person here, you do have to play healer as well as VPS, which can be a little bit tricky. But once you get down our general pattern here, you'll more or less understand how we want to go about this. So now he uses Brave Blade. And Strike beats Slash, so we go ahead and God Hand him. And because he did damage to us, we are going to go ahead and heal ourselves. And people are going to be like, you only have so many beads, which is true. But we're not too worried about that at the moment. Now, he just did Primal Force, which means we should be good to go ahead and go Slash, in which case we'll go our specific persona that has Slash, in which case it will be you. So we'll go ahead and slash him. He's weak to it because he continues to keep doing damage to us. We do have to keep healing. Some people might be spooked by the fact that we're using so much healing as we are, which is fair. But the physical attacks hurt quite a bit, at least compared to his magic there. Now, you do have heavy magic items in your inventory, which are actually, you're basically forced to use them. But similar to how we were identifying the weaknesses earlier, what we're going to go ahead and do here is essentially use the heavy item that corresponds to its current weakness, and then hit them with our persona's regular magic. Mostly because the items actually do more damage in this case than our persona. So definitely make sure to make use of those. Now you will have to heal every once in a while. It's just something that you're forced to do. And something you'll notice is that you actually have specifically the exact amount of items needed to beat this fight. So in a sense, you kind of have to play this fight perfectly, but once you understand the pattern and the general idea about how this fight goes, it's really not too bad. It's just figuring out that first part. The hardest part that I found was finding out the weaknesses between the physical elements. I mean, ice beating fire, fire beating ice. I mean, if you ever played Pokemon or anything along those lines, you generally get the idea behind that. So, but the physical ones were a little bit different. But yeah, I mean, the patterns can change. You won't specifically get the pattern I get every time that you go into the door. But realistically, if you watch this entire thing up until this point, you know everything that it's weak to. So you can always just reference that in case you're like, oh, what's good against Pierce or Strike or anything like that. Just go ahead and check this out, and that'll get you an easy speed door win with the Spellmaster at the end of it.